We did not meet in Dailey's class, however, I do recall a final exam when I was studying all night with Trent Scott. And I was sleeping. Poor Jim was in Dailey's class and came running to my dorm room to wake me up to make sure that I would make it. So thank you for showing me that he could really be committed.
If you would have said no, you can't leave, this would have happened. There would not be 2 children.
Thank you so much for asking me to speak. Hoping I can make it through this. Dr. Dailey asked me a couple weeks ago, while we were at the National Day of Service, to speak on his behalf. And I almost cried just at the thought of it. So I'm trying to get through this, but you were so very special to me and to so many other students who have come through Carroll. I was a student of Joe Dailey at a time when we still used electric typewriters. So it was a while ago. And I remember one of my favorite stories of Joe Dailey is sitting in his classroom and really wanting to impress my journalism professor with a bang-out lead. He was teaching us how to write leads. And I'm sitting there and typing and writing and typing and starting over, and everybody's finishing around me, but I wanted this Hemingway of a lead to show Joe Dailey that I could do the stuff. And he came over, walked over, and said, "What are you doing? It's taking me so long." And he said, "This is not art, it's journalism. Just get it done." So that was one lesson that I took with me that I used in 20 years of a journalism career. I spent 15 years at the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. Another one that I recall was the day that the perspective was stolen out of the layout office. We'd spent 16 hours doing layout, and we came in to the office, everything was gone. What were we going to do but to write a story and put it on the front page? And so we interviewed students, we got student reaction because, oh my God, the newspaper was gone. And one student reaction from Ben Brooker, a senior, commented, "Wow, who knows, maybe it was somebody's fantasy to say, hey, let's get naked and roll around on a newspaper copy." So we put out the story, and we were so proud of ourselves. We thought we were being really clever. Joe Dailey came up to me the next day in the lobby of the Voorhees Hall and said, "What are you guys doing?" And I said, "What do you mean?" And he looked at me and said, "You are not the news." And so that was something that I also took with me into my 20-year career of journalism. And when I talked to Joe with Dave the other day, we did an interview. It was one of my favorite interviews in all my career of journalism. It was very fun. And I asked him if there was one word that you would want your students to use to describe you, what would that be? And he said available. And he was available to me as a student. He was available to me as a professional. Anytime I came back to the Carroll campus, I went straight to the Barstow building to say hello to Joe Dailey. Always with a hug. And I wanted to share with you, not necessarily the full interview. Well, it is the official interview, but it's Joe Dailey style. Little snippets of fun from our talk the other day.
It's a coming.
And I will put together an actual video for you.
Can I sell you on one of those ugly Nikon still cameras that takes videos? This is great because what we really need is a high wind and all those little, the 14 hairs I have growing on the top of my head going. Very complimentary. Back like that so we don't miss any of it. Okay, we agree. Right? We agree on something. We were going to fill you in with a pretty light door. Camera, microphone, bro. I can't get you a good tripod. I can do Richard the Third. It has been a distinct pleasure. And discontent. Glorious were the days of the old Carroll College. I'm sorry. Okay, so for 5 minutes, I was an employed film director. So that was an opportunity that never went anyplace. About an hour from now, I have to be on the chiropractor's table. Yeah. My office is the way it is because I studied feng shui, and a lot of people don't know I studied with an Irish master, and the rules are a little bit different from the Oriental masters, and so what you're striving for is exactly enough footage on your floor so that you can walk from one side of the room to the other. And you feel very successful in Irish feng shui if you can see 1 square foot of desktop space. You're tough. You're tough. Who the hell have you been studying? On the 16th, I'm piling in the car and going up to Minnesota to pick up a 5-year-old English Shepherd dog that I've been looking forward to. It's a very nice breed, and my wife insisted that we rescue a dog. We couldn't start with a puppy. So my wife has never made my life more difficult than it needs to be. That was just really good advice from her. So we don't have a puppy coming, we've got a 5-year-old coming. So that's a big part of it. And I'm going to read so much. I'm just going to sit in the chair and read and read and read and read. Have some grandpa time. Put my feet up, try to do nothing. I think that's my goal. I'll have a good time.
Sorry, the video obviously couldn't keep up with the audio, but we heard enough of what it's like. So thank you all so much, and thank you, Dr. Dailey, for everything that you've done for me, for bringing me a family, and congratulations and good luck in retirement. And we have one more little surprise for you. Jim has created something for you so that you can continue writing.
We know how much you have impacted our lives as students, and we don't want it to end. So it's not going to. There is now Joseph.Dailey.com. It is your personal blogging adventure. It can sit there. It can sit there alone and exactly the same for the next 50 years, or you can use it as you like. And you also have a Facebook page now, too. So you're going to have friends whether you want to or not.
Man up there will get you. Facebook.
I just did want to mention that the impact that you do have on students. Linda is from a first-generation college family, from the big city. No, it'll take me about 10 seconds. I'm a first-generation college student from rural, the country. And college is intimidating for those types of people, and you've made it easy. So thank you very much.
It was my pleasure every step of the way.
So if there's 2, there must be 10,000. Thank you.
JosephMDaily.com, ladies and gentlemen.